Show from your local news leader.
Well, sound is all around us, and we are continuing to learn all about it today.
Jeff Filippini from the U of I is here for Wise Guys Wednesday, and thanks for joining us this morning. So today we're talking about sound, continuing the lessons there. We've got some speakers and all that jazz. So tell us all about it. I don't know where to start.
Okay. Sure. So I want to talk a bit today, continuing on with sound, about what we're doing right now. So how the folks at home are hearing what we're saying here. And so we've got these microphones and they have speakers in their TV, and so just wanted to give a few minutes on how this stuff works.
Sure.
So you might remember we did a segment a few weeks ago on motors and generators.
Yes.
And the basic idea was you run a current through a wire, makes the wire into a magnet, and it pushes and pulls on some other magnet. And that's how you turn electric current into motion.
Okay.
So we're going to do the same thing here. So I have the world's simplest speaker. So what this is a magnet. So I don't know if you can quite, the angle's okay, but you've got a magnet here, it's the north and south pole, and it's got a strip of aluminum foil tied down by nails. Very, very simple. Couple wires attached. And this is just a normal audio amplifier, so this is just to make a small electric current big.
Perfect.
And this is my phone, which is going to be the source.
Okay.
So what we do...
Why am I nervous about this?
I don't know.
This is much less scary than some of the other experiments. I mean,
that's true.
Come on. So, so what happens here is when we turn on a sound, the amplifier will make a current, electric current, that will run through here. And when the current runs through the foil, it's a wire, electric current flows, it acts like a magnet, and it'll be pushed or pulled by the magnetic field of the permanent magnet. So what's going to happen is if the current goes one way, the foil will get pushed up, and if the current goes the other way, the foil gets pushed down. And that means I can control how that moves by controlling the electric current.
Let's see it.
Okay, so we got to turn on the audio amp to get a big signal going.
What are you going to play?
Let me find out. Yeah, let's see what's going to happen. Oh, what do we got?
Oh.
So if you can look at
So
the
cool.
foil, you can see it wiggling a bit.
Yeah, you can see it right there.
I love the
maybe
music
got it.
choice, by the way.
Me too. I love it.
Right, so this is what's happening. This is driving an electric current back and forth at just the right rate to move this around. And it's kind of amazing. So this is just a simple piece of foil. What it's doing, the way we're hearing it, as this moves up and down, it's pushing and pulling on the air. And making waves in the air, just like waves in the water. And those go to our ears, and that's what we hear. So this is what's happening. We're driving a current, using it to push the air. Now, real speakers are a little fancier than that. So, but again, it's the same basic parts. It's a big magnet. And inside here, if you could see it, there's a coil of wire that's just like this, but better. And it's pushed onto this cone. And so the cone gets pushed in and out, depending on how I change the current.
Absolutely. So this is kind of like the foil, right?
This is acting like the foil.
Okay.
This is the current goes through this, it turns into a magnet, and it gets pushed and pulled against the permanent magnet here. So depending on which way the current goes, the coil will be pushed in or out, and that's going to move the front cone of the speaker.
Things I never think about, you
Yeah,
guys. Things I never...
the sound engineers here know this far better than I do, right? But this is good for the basics of how this works.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the one other thing I want to say is that a microphone and a speaker are the exact same thing, just like a motor and a generator are the same thing backwards. So if I hear a little speaker, we'll see how this works.
Suspense.
Yeah, so this is plugged into an oscilloscope, if you can see it. So if you zoom in on that.
What is an oscilloscope?
Oscilloscope, this is showing you the voltage coming out. So you can see when I tap on this and move it, you see the voltage kind of wiggling around. And so if someone is better than me at making a loud, preferably a high note, you might be able to see it on here.
Hey, who are you pointing at?
I don't know.
I've seen it before. My singing days are over.
Just give us a little sound.
Anything.
Just give us a little
Loud is more important. You got it? So let's see.
Wait, do it again.
It might be a little hard to see.
Ridiculous.
No, one more time. They're not even looking at you. Oh, it did go up a little bit, I think.
Louder, louder.
Okay,
Bro,
I'm
just
gonna
do
watch
it. Just
this
do
time.
it. Just do it.
I don't see a
We're
change
not doing
there.
so well.
Oh, Jeff, you try.
One try here. Okay.
Oh, see?
Loud.
Maybe it's volume.
You were doing it high.
So what's
high.
You were doing it high, I was doing it loud.
Yes.
Apparently loud is better in this case.
Okay.
So that's what we're doing here. So now, instead now, my sound is pushing and pulling on this, which is moving a coil of wire through a magnet and generating electric current, which I record here. So that's how the microphones record us, and the speakers send it to all of you.
Well, it sounds good, Jeff. Thanks so much for teaching us all
Thanks for
about
having
this.
me.
It's really speaking to me and Emily here this morning.
Yeah.
I know, you love
I was
the
waiting
jokes.
for it.
I know, you always are, aren't you, right? Well, Jeff, thanks so much. If you guys want to ask Jeff, Nadia, or Matt's questions, send us them on our Facebook page, comment later on this segment. We want to know what you want to see next, so we'll see you right after this
We need
break.
ideas.
Yeah, need ideas. We'll be right back.